The highest scoring WBIT game yet, this being the second year. Tip controlled by Lacey Stokes. Missouri State in the black uniforms today, Minnesota in the gold, and Golden Gophers being treated like the home team in every respect today except for the benches. Lady Bears still on their home bench. Williams Arena unavailable this weekend. Paige Rocca puts it down for Missouri State to get it started.
Lady Bears have had some hot starts to their last couple of games. Started off in their game versus Oral Roberts with 6 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Big collision there and a foul called by Calais Interline, one of the men in stripes today. Doug Knight, the other man in stripes, plus Angel Kent, your starting lineup for Minnesota, including Grace Graholski, who will hardly ever come off the floor, along with Amaya Battle, Mallory Heyer playing in her 99th game. And these starters go the bulk of the minutes for the Golden Gophers.
I believe that's something both of these teams have in common, that coaches play a lot of their just top 6 players a lot of minutes.
Kira Daniels, the rebound off the miss, and Missouri State with this starting look that has been so very good for Coach Beth Cunningham. Lacey Stokes, Sarah Linthicum going 6'3", and the leading rebounder for the Lady Bears, and Rocca can hit from just about anywhere when she gets hot. To the inside, and a score for Sophie Hart, who played a year and a half at North Carolina State before coming to the Gopher program.
The length of Minnesota is really pushing Missouri State out a little bit further. Stokes able to kind of get in there amongst the trees.
Trouble in the lane there, and she gets back out. Well, Carly, my birthday gift to you today is what should be a really good matchup in this second round.
Now,
happy birthday.
Anytime there's some basketball being played on my birthday, it's always a good day.
Minnesota looks for its first lead.
A lot of physical action already on the block between Hart and Linthicum. Something you're going to watch all day down there.
Score for Amaya Battle. She's on the board after hitting for 18 against Toledo.
And that dribble jump stop is and rise to a shot is something you're going to see all day. That's the main part of her game.
Lacey Stokes doing what one of the main parts of her game was, but couldn't get that one down. It'll be a tall Gopher lineup that she has to challenge driving down the lane today. And Battle hits a second shot for a 6-2 Minnesota start.
Battle having no problems at all, just rising over the defender and knocking those shots down. Missouri State might have to adjust a little bit, keep her from getting to the lane.
And back out for Rocca. Minnesota lost early in the Big Ten tournament to Washington. Linthicum up and around, and that's down, and a chance for 3.
Great finish by Linthicum in, drawing the foul early in the quarter. Patient, trying to look out after she gets doubled a little bit, but able to go around Hart with the finish.
Linthicum shooting, played at Mizzou for 3 years. Member of the Missouri Valley Conference all-newcomer team.
She brought a lot of maturity to this team and a lot of leadership. Very vocal on the floor and serving as a great mentor to some young players as well in Lainey Douglas.
Oh, wow. Amaya Battle is hot off the top here. Hitting her 3rd shot. Now 3 for 4.
Yeah, just Missouri State's really struggling trying to penetrate that defense. Best gets to the rim. Very contested.
Minnesota will play a tough brand of defense. Inside for Graholski. And back up and in. That's Annika Stewart, who goes by Ani, and played 4 years at Nebraska before heading back home. She's from Plymouth. Play her 5th year. Kira Daniels with a big one for Missouri State as the Bears had fallen behind 10-4.
Game already going, probably what we thought was going to be just very controlled basketball. Minnesota takes care of the basketball very well, extending the range right there. Stewart was able to drop down a three. That's only her 30th of the year.
She's a 40% three-point shooter, averages 9 points a game. To the top for Rocca and Bess, looking, but Linthicum covered well inside. And this one is off for Daniels. Look at Battle read the floor as she brings it up.
Great vision on the floor. Leads his team in assists.
Oh, wow.
Another three, back-to-back.
Ani Stewart, 8 early points coming off the bench. Five minutes in, a 10-point lead for the Gophers. There's an answer for Paige Rocca, much-needed basket. Rocca playing in her 144th Lady Bear game today, third most all time. Foul on the inside. Free throws for Tori McKinney, freshman. Won a Big Ten Freshman of the Week award in January. And hardly ever misses at the free throw line. 79 of 89 coming in. Doesn't take much time. Hits two without even hitting the rim, it looked like.
Yeah, Minnesota is just very good at the free throw line. They're just shooting just under 75% as a team.
Alexia Rose off the bench, a grad student who played at UMass last year for the Gophers. And Kamen Beckmeyer in the game for Missouri State. And she had a scary situation happen to her in the Thursday game with Oral Roberts. Kind of late in the game, Beckmeyer coming down floor, face down, and then she gets rolled on and her face is planted into the floor. She chipped a tooth. She got stitches above an eye, but she's good to go today.
These players, they don't want to miss any games. They're tough as nails. Great. Minnesota's just shooting lights out already in the first quarter. It's just exact opposite of what the Lady Bears were facing on Thursday evening.
Raholski with her first two, and the Gophers with 20 on the board in the first 6 minutes.
Great job on defense, just getting in every passing lane, making it hard for just making one pass away for Missouri State. Good job on Linthicum to draw another foul from the post.
Stewart gets her first. Sarah Linthicum shooting. And Sophie Hart back into the game for Stewart now. Here comes Lainey Douglas. She'll wait for Linthicum to shoot. And Kira Daniels replaces Rocca. So for Minnesota, that game against Washington in the Big Ten tournament was really kind of like a play-in game into the NCAA, because Washington won the game and they were a first four team and lost to Columbia in that. And Minnesota sent to the WBIT where they got this number 2 seed and come here today.
Yeah, Minnesota started the year 12-0 in non-conference, set a school record with those 12 wins. Really started off hot in the season.
Sophie Hart with the score. Some of those non-conference wins were against lower programs, if you will, lower level Division I. Rebound off of the miss by Mallory Heyer. Minnesota still clicking big time. 9 of 11 from the field, and Graholski with the miss, but the offensive rebound.
Graholski leads the team in threes attempted. She shot 175 coming into the game, connecting on 60 of those, shooting 34% from the field.
It's 9-1 on the boards now for Minnesota, and the three is buried from out front by Mallory Heyer. Boy, the Gophers have quieted this crowd with their shooting now 10 of 13. Beckmeyer up and around Battle, and she gets it in, showing no effects of that incident from Thursday.
Lacey Stokes going off of that high on-ball screen, trying to keep Battle in front.
Battle off of Stokes there. Gophers get another offensive pull. And inside for Hart.
Great job by Linthicum. Not able to deny the post to touch, but was able to contest.
Eckemeyer, the 3 miss.
Missouri State really does want to kind of pick up the pace and try to force a little bit of a faster tempo. Minnesota's going to slow it down and be just very controlled in their offense. Shooting the way they are, they can take all the time they need.
Kick there by Linthicum. Missouri State undefeated at home this year, and today it looks like is going to turn out to be the biggest test of that. Lady Bears won their 15th Missouri Valley Conference regular season title this year, tying with Murray State. Lady Bears and the Missouri State athletic programs are off to Conference USA at the end of this school year.
Beckmeyer playing tight. Trying to cause a little disruption on defense here.
Grahalski off from 3, and Daniels couldn't control.
Rebounding is going to be key in this game as Daniels trying to pull down the defense rebound and fortunately stepping on the baseline, but giving those second opportunity chance shots for Minnesota is something that Lady Bears are going to have to limit.
Missouri State, that win over Oral Roberts on Thursday, and just the next day, Kelsey Musick, the Oral Roberts coach, was named the new head coach at Arkansas.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving and changing going around. A lot of times once the final buzzer goes, you're going to see a lot of coaches swapping around.
Nehemiah Holloway off the bench finds the ball and puts it in.
Yeah, Minnesota shooting just under 60%, sitting at 59 for the first quarter. The tough task for this Lady Bear defense.
Final minute here in the first. Big numbers put up by the Golden Gophers. Inside, and that's past Lainey Douglas. And we'll go back to the Gophers. Dawn Plitzewhite on the bench for Minnesota in her second year. Last year at West Virginia, or the 2023 season at West Virginia, her second year now with the Gophers. Head coach at South Dakota for 6 years. This one is off, another offensive rebound, and the Golden Gophers just in complete control of the boards. Now 13-2. Game clock, shot clock, one and the same here as we count down the first. To the basket. That will roll out for McKinney, and the follow is too late. 27-12.
And then defend the 3. Missouri State's 1 for 3. They made 14 in their first round on Thursday, but Minnesota's already doing a great job pushing them out.
Gophers ball to start the second quarter. Wide open underneath. There's a score for Mallory Heyer. Missouri State in this second quarter, Carly, has got to prevent this from becoming a blowout.
Yeah, they just got to take it one possession at a time. That's a great look by Pauly to Douglas. They just got to settle into their offense a little bit. They've got to really spread Minnesota out, get some lanes for them so that they can score going to the basket.
You talk about sharing the ball. Missouri State, 27 assists in the Oral Roberts game on Thursday.
Right, that set a WBIT record as well. They did a lot in the offensive categories in that Thursday night matchup. Another opportunity, a lot of on-ball screens, leaving Pauly open.
That is fumbled out of bounds. We'll go over to Minnesota. It's the 18th postseason appearance for the Golden Gophers. They've been to 10 NCAAs, made the Final Four in 2004. Missouri State, 17 NCAAs with 2 Final Fours, 1992 with Melody Howard and 2001 with the great Jackie Stiles and Carly Deer Stubblefield.
And these are two teams that are very familiar in postseason play. Coaching staffs that know what's on the line.
Stokes works open for her first two. The 20-point, 10-assist game with 7 rebounds against ORU for Stokes, and she's got to duplicate something like that today.
And she's showing what that Defensive Player of the Year of the Valley looks like, doing a great job keeping Battle from getting downhill.
Crowd trying to pump up this Missouri State team a little bit now.
Yeah, Stokes doesn't shoot a lot from the three. Daniels does, missed there. Her game is a lot off the dribble drive. Minnesota grew a little cold in the start of this second quarter, shooting only just 50% for the game now.
They started out 7 of 9. To the inside, and a travel.
Great job by Douglas down there.
Lacey Stokes, 14-point per game scorer. Top 10 in the Valley in assists, conference leader in steals, and that 2.6 steals per game number is good for 15th nationally. Spent 2 years at Missouri Southern State University in Joplin, an hour from here, Division II.
Yeah, what's impressive in the last 3 games for her in this senior campaign.
Inside, hold on, there's a travel and a bit of a late call there from Angel Kent, but she got it right.
Yeah, so in her last 3 games and closing out her senior season, she has had 20 points, 10 assists, 21 points, 4 assists, 29 points, and 3 assists. She's really just putting it all out there.
Dawn Plitzowite there. You go back a little bit with Dawn from her Division II coaching days.
Yeah, Green Valley State just was a powerhouse with her at the helm. Coaching days at Drury University, just down the road. The road went through Green Valley State in those regionals, and she had some dominant teams in the early 2000s.
And she was a 3-time Summit League Coach of the Year at South Dakota and went to 3 NCAAs there. This will go out of bounds to Beth Cunningham over on the bench. Beth's 3rd season. Been so very good here at home.
Yeah, the 15-0 at home. That extends for her whole 3 years, though. She's just really has this team playing their best and at their peak on their home floor.
Beth, a former head coach at VCU, going way back, Virginia Commonwealth, assistant at Notre Dame and Duke. Beth gets fouled by Amaya Battle. And Minnesota has done a great job of defending without fouling. That's just the first to Battle.
Missouri State trying to gain a little bit of momentum here. They're on a 6-0 run over the last 3 minutes. In that time frame, Minnesota's 0 for 6. Make that an 8-0 run.
Missouri State back to within single digits. And a strike for Amaya Battle.
A tough battle for Stokes, as she's already drawn 1 foul in this game. She doesn't really want to pick up that second before the half. It makes it a little bit easier for Battle to kind of rise over and get an uncontested shot.
They give to Rocca a little bit of space there, but instead she'll dribble into the war zone and get fouled going in. Tori McKinney gets her first.
Yeah, Stokes is doing a good job of just trying to stay strong, but when she goes up to contest, can't do much about someone that can rise and float in the air.
Middle of the second. Give to Stokes, and off of the screen, Stokes not able to finish it.
And Bess is going to pick up a foul here, just being a little over anxious on the boards. as Minnesota has already grabbed their 21st rebound of the game, averaging 38 on the season.
They've been unstoppable on the board so far. Alexia Rose on the floor at guard. And Stewart feeling another three. Wow, Lonnie Stewart, 3 threes and 11 points.
And she has been the silencer already in the first half. Not even hesitating to put up those shots.
Beckemeyer found a little opening, but passed on the 3 look. Stokes, her bread and butter there with that move, but she doesn't draw the foul. Another chance for Bess, no. And down for Rose. Now Rose up and around, and Stokes stayed in the way of it, and a foul to Stewart. Lost its top guard really last year. Mara Braun came back and played in 5 games this year, but has just not been the same with a foot injury that has just been a nightmare for her. And if you have a player like Braun, and they do expect to get her back, a team like this could have been easily a top 8 seed in the big dance.
Yeah, they're so well balanced. Great job by Beckemeyer, just squaring up and doing what she does best, and that's knocking down threes. Try to get a little spark to end this quarter.
Back to a 9-point difference.
Yeah, but this is a Minnesota team that is so well balanced. There's been about 3 games that they've had 5 in double figures, 10+ games with 4 players in double figures. So scoring kind of comes from all different players at any time, but
Holloway with the score there. She was injured 2 years ago. The other way now for the Gophers, back in a double-digit lead at 11, 2.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Again, Minnesota's just taking their time and just trying to find the best shot possible that they have. Rose feels like that's a 3 from the corner for her.
And that is just her second 3 of the year. A year at UMass, 3 years at East Carolina for Alexia Rose. Out to Stokes. Glass wouldn't turn friendly there for Missouri State. Now Minnesota looking to extend it back out with Raholski for 3.
That's 6 points just on open threes right there. And again, just halts that momentum Missouri State tries to build.
That quickly, it's back to a 17-point lead, the biggest of the day for the Golden Gophers. Stokes down the lane to the miss.
Dominance of rebounding by Minnesota. I mean, they're 25-9.
Daniels, that 3 is off. Remember how hot the Lady Bears were early in the ORU game.
And they were getting those 3-pointers by passing out and finding open shots. Dribble up threes are not usually, Beckemeyer does a little bit of the dribble up 3. It's not usually their game. It's usually off of a 2-way pass, some movement, and then those kickouts.
Kara Daniels. Now with 40 seconds before the half, the Golden Gophers burn a few seconds before they get into it.
See a little 2-man play on the right side of the floor for the Gophers.
Underneath with Douglas in the way. Out to the wing. This 3 is way off, and there will be time for Missouri State now with no shot clock.
You're not going to want to leave too much time for Minnesota to get another shot off, so you usually start their offense and 5 seconds or less, start dribbling downhill. Both teams sitting on 4 fouls.
Stokes with a miss, and that is going to do it. Minnesota coming in with work to do as we go to the third quarter.
Kenny on Stokes, just trying to keep her up front.
Lacey lights it up, and a good start for MSU. Now the Gophers with Battle working against Stokes. Out to Grahalski, and she puts it down.
Again, she's the one that they want to shoot the threes. 34%, came in 60 for 175.
Last year, she hit a 3 against Drake that was huge for that game, and Minnesota eventually won in double overtime against another Valley opponent. Daniels for 3. Now it's starting to fall.
And then on the outside, that's who Missouri State wants to be towed up to the arc and knocking them down. She leads her team with coming in with 63 threes.
Stokes looking for the pick, but it wasn't there. And inside for Hart. And there's trouble in the lane. Lane violation. Lady Bears with the stop. Chance to, as you said, Carly, chip away. That's all you can do right here at this point.
Yeah, it's just one possession at a time, trying to get that momentum swing. You don't have to play perfect basketball. You just got to play smart basketball.
Daniels, not that time. Now underneath.
0 fast break points in the first half by either team. This has been a very controlled half-court game.
McKinney was very controlled that trip down with a little tap dance on the baseline and then recovered to make it. With the lead back to 15 for the Gophers.
Good job by Stokes, just trying to draw some defense, and Daniels getting behind. Good shovel pass by Best down to Linthicum. Those are those lanes that they need to drive downhill. Opens up as the defense slides over. Someone's going to be open for the shovel pass. Good job by Stokes going over the top of that screen, keeping in front of Battle, and then
Stokes to the basket.
Lady Bears picking up the defense after that make. Putting on some full court press just to slow Minnesota down. Again, we talked about they only average 10 turnovers a game, Minnesota. They take care of the ball very well.
Battle bounces it out. The follow-up, and there's a foul. Mallory Heyer fouled going up.
Good job by Bass getting downhill. Makes that an easy shovel pass over. That really just starts the momentum. And then on defense, Stokes does what she does best as the Missouri Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Year, and that's get a steal and make open layups.
Heyer missing the first of 2. She was a great volleyball player in high school, had over 1,000 kills. Her mom played volleyball and her dad played football at St. Cloud State.
Double on, high on-ball screen's been pretty productive for the Lady Bears as Daniels gets a wide open 3.
There's the assist from Stokes, too. 9-point game. Missouri State has cut a 15-point deficit down to single digits here in the third quarter. They've cranked it up on the defensive end. Stewart with a miss. Missouri State will take it.
These fans are anxious to get some momentum going for their home team. Great crowd today on this second round.
So here's kind of the step that Missouri State has not been able to take yet. Get it closer than 9. Take another possession off of this deficit.
Yeah, they've been halted a couple times already as they've tried to cut down that lead. Linthicum,
yes.
Minnesota's just got to settle a little bit, not feed into the energy that Lady Bears are going. Find those open shots they found in the first half.
They're used to atmospheres like this in the Big Ten. A foul going in.
This is a great drive by Linthicum. Really rips through here and steps right through the defenders. The right-handed player did that with the left with ease.
First foul on Linthicum, and it's Battle shooting. And a miss there. She's approaching 1,100 career points, now at 1,097. Her brother Jamison played at Minnesota as well as at George Washington and Ohio State. So here's an 8-point difference. Stokes just blasts to the basket but can't get the finish.
Yeah, not a lot of Lady Bears crashing the offensive boards, trying to get back in transition. And even with that, Battle was able to just slice right through them. That's a quick score.
Out to the edge to Beckemeyer. Linthicum working it, but Stewart just staying in the way.
Lady Bears got to slow down the ball, keep. Now they find themselves chasing to open shots as Graholski is really, she's coming out firing. You knew coming into the game she was going to put up some points and some threes, and she's doing that in the second half.
Now the Gophers have had some stops and conversions to get it back to 13. And timeout for Beth Cunningham. Without much happening on the offensive end that time. Years ago, this coming week, they won the WNIT. They won 5 home games, played the championship game next door at Hammond Student Center in front of 8,000 fans and beat West Virginia in the championship in 2005. Katie Abrahamson Henderson was the Lady Bear coach then. Now today, Michigan, Notre Dame, Indiana, South Carolina. The score here.
Daniels has just been very consistent in this third quarter, doing everything she can to keep that spark. She's got 12 points on the game.
Tonight it's Ohio State and Tennessee, and then after that UCLA and Richmond, and even more Big Ten teams in action on Monday. Michigan State, Illinois, Iowa, Maryland, and USC all still alive. Beckemeyer off the glass.
There's that 9 number again as Missouri State just keeps fighting their way and clawing their way back. It's just putting stops together back to back. There's a great backdoor.
And Stewart with a miss, but she gets it back and gets fouled. That goes to Lainey Douglas. And it's Ani Stewart, 4 years at Nebraska, 111 games there, averaged 5 points a game. Her graduate year now back in her home area. Her sister Hannah played at Iowa, and that's pre-Caitlin Clark.
Really wanted to get back home and really liked what this program was doing and building, especially with some Minnesotians. There is 11 players from the roster from Minnesota that are on this active roster now, and that's quite rare in the portal age. Players like to transfer, go all over the place, and it's a credit to this staff and what they are doing and trying to building, and really brings that pride and passion back to their home state.
Stokes fouled by Tori McKinney, and Lacey will shoot. There's another connection to Caitlin Clark with Minnesota. Maggie Sinano, who has not seen the floor yet, and may or may not today. Her sister Monica played 3 years with Clark at Iowa, was on the receiving end of a lot of those Caitlin Clark assists. Just one for Stokes.
In that push and transition down the floor and battle, just rims the ball out, but able to go get a rebound. Setting up another possession for the Gophers.
Groholski from the bench for 3.
Now you have to move Groholski off the line, make her a dribble driver, kind of run at her a little bit. Wide open 3, she's going to knock down all day.
And here it is again, Carly, right back to 13 points, and Missouri State has to start all over again.
That cushion that Minnesota gave themselves in the first quarter kind of went up, 10, 12 points quick, and Missouri State just keeps trying to catch up.
Oh, that'll be called an illegal screen on Linthicum.
Now this is just going to be too easy as McKinney drives the lane, draws 3 Lady Bears. That's who they want left open. Already hit one from the exact same spot just a few minutes ago.
Groholski had 27 points against Northwestern this year, and that's the season high for any Gopher this year.
And she had 10 rebounds as well. And this is, again, a team that is able to just disperse, and anyone can score. You've got your top players averaging 12, 12, 9, 9, 8. They share the ball very well.
Kind of like Missouri State in that 4 to 5 players are either going to score in double figures or get very close to it game in and game out. There will be a foul as Hart was trying to get position there. They're going to call this on Linthicum, and Doug Knight's going to hear about it. We love Doug as an official, but the fans right now do not.
No. Linthicum's trying to make a case here that there was some holding going on as she was trying to pull away. It's unfortunate for the Lady Bears as Stokes had the backside steal and the stop there. We have Hart at the line. Fouls are 5-1. As Missouri State has fouled 5 times already this quarter. So you're going to see.
Here it is.
Well, that was the initial defense. Hart had fallen there, and then here is where the holding. Just kind of fighting for position. Just a lot of physicality down there. That's just drew the eyes of the ref and gets the foul.
Hart with 1. Lead is 14 for the Gophers. Beckemeyer through too much tall traffic in the lane.
Triangling action here, going off that on ball to a kickback. Battle's favorite shot right there. Downhill dribble drive, pull up jumper.
Minnesota within 1 of its biggest margin now. The crowd has gone quiet again here in Springfield. Stokes just gets swatted on a 3 by McKinney at 6'1". And for Bess, she fills it up for her first points today.
Yeah, good job by Rocca. She's going to have to force a shot through some Gophers' hands, but found Bess for that open shot. Extra passes are always beneficial.
Bess with 3 years at St. Louis U, last year at Indiana State, now 1 season here for the Lady Bears. And that's Groholski now with 16.
Talked about making Groholski drive and kind of run at her, but you got to keep in front a little bit, not just give the whole lane.
Final minute here in the 3rd. Gophers continuing to defend so well.
And Stokes found the right pass. There's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. She got triple teamed. Had to do a high arcing pass to Douglas, and he just couldn't handle it. They're
Connie
really,
Stewart back in.
yeah, Minnesota's doing a great job kind of slowing Stokes down, making it hard for her to even see the floor. 3 seconds.
Beckemeyer gets it up on the rim, and for the second time in this half, she uses the bank on a Sunday. Ten seconds now for Minnesota. It's Gracholski. It's a little short. Gophers will take it from the side with 5.2 left.
Wouldn't be surprised seeing a little bit more driving at the rim on this. Lady Bears are at the limit on fouls. We'll see a couple screen actions here, looking for the shooter. Right back to battle.
She'll launch. Won't go. And that will send us to the fourth. Well, through the court, 3 of those makes in the third quarter.
Got a little isolation kind of going on, looking to get the ball into Grace's hands.
Gophers now 9 of 18 from 3. Tag off of McKinney a little bit.
Stewart and Linthicum battling again down there for position. Looks like they're going right at Beckemeyer.
Inside. And Daniels gets up to block higher. Beckemeyer swings it in. Linthicum against Stewart. That didn't work.
Well, it looks like Linthicum lost her balance on a little bit of a footing there. Battle on Linthicum. It's an interesting matchup on the wing.
Stewart had the hot hand from 3 in the first half. Inside for Gracholski. She does it a little bit from everywhere.
See a little game plan by Minnesota. They're really posting up the guards, looking for a little one-on-one action down there with Grace at the block.
Paige Rocca quiet today. Inside to Linthicum for the score. That'll get her to 10. She's the third Lady Bear in double figures. Minnesota with 3 so far as well. Offensive foul will send it the other way. Stewart gets her third.
It's going to send Hart in for Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Spun Lacey around.
Got a flare action. Great job getting down and getting the hands on that. Could have been an open shot for Beckemeyer. Higher, good job on getting that defensive deflection. Go right back to Beckemeyer on the other side.
Linthicum has to track it way out to the arc. Beckemeyer burst to speed into the lane. And travel turnover. Right back to Missouri State. Another chance for the Lady Bear crowd to get into it as they once again look to find a way to get it to single digits and then beyond.
All right, they just keep on cracking that door open a little bit. They really got to really just knock it down and keep the door open the whole time. See if Stokes can turn this into something that's useful on offense.
Beckemeyer, tough shot. Daniels, the rebound underneath. Quickly to Rocca. Pulls it back from 3 and left it short. And there's Beckemeyer for the putback. And as she has done this year, Beckemeyer now the Lady Bear leading scorer, having not started a game all year.
Yeah, she earned that Missouri Valley Conference 6th Man of the Year.
Battle with an answer for the Gophers.
Minnesota does such a good job of just staying calm and just knocking down shots.
A miss by Stokes, and then Calais Interline with the foul call.
And he's going to find that Lacey had some contact with the body here. Put her at the line.
McKinney's third foul, and it's Stokes for 2. It's their second trip to the line today.
See if the Lady Bears pick up full court as they had in the third quarter. And they do extend their pressure, not in a trap situation though.
It looks like Lacey Stokes is going to move into second place on the Lady Bear all-time single season minutes played chart today.
Now surpassing a Lady Bear great on that chart.
Beckemeyer down. Here we go again. 7-point game. Timeout. Program they have there. 6.5 minutes to play, 7-point difference. And the crowd getting back into it.
Missouri State's actually shooting 52% field goals to Minnesota's 48. Minnesota just has a few more threes and free throws.
And both teams have made 26 shots from the field at this point. But Minnesota 9 threes to Missouri State's 5. Inside, off the rim. Rocca the rebound. And here is a Lady Bear chance to step a little closer.
A little bit of different setup for the Lady Bears on offense, trying to get high defense high. Great dump off.
Out to the arc. Oh, the three wouldn't go for Rocca. That would have brought the house down.
Oh, yeah. Rocca's had some heroic threes at the end. Has tied up Drake, taking them into overtime on some of her last-second threes.
Twice she did that against Drake.
Missouri State knowing their personnel, who they need to clog the lane for, they need to go out and guard the three, and one of them's right there.
Raholski with Linthicum getting in the way. Out to the arc, and that catches some rim, but it's off to Rocca.
Second rundown, rebound by Rocca.
Stokes kick out.
Minnesota's doing a good job just keeping it. We said defending the three in the arc. Good pass in by Beckemeyer. Linthicum couldn't get a clean shot off there, but Minnesota's doing a great job contesting Missouri State from the three. There's been no easy open shots there.
Linthicum being challenged by, 6'5" Sophie Hart, 6'3" Connie Stewart, and some athletic 6'1" forwards as well for the Gophers.
And the height's been on Minnesota's side throughout the game here.
Here's Daniels. Would not go. Off to the corner, and the Gophers keep it alive.
Yeah, a couple opportunities missed there by Missouri State. Again, a lot of downhill dribbling. McKinney going through Rocca, get that ball to go.
And literally through Paige Rocca, yes. And 9 points. Gopher lead with 4:15 to go. Over the top, Beckemeyer. Three's not there. Oh, the chances have been there for Missouri State.
They have, and that was a great backside rebound battle to end that possession. Minnesota's not in a hurry right now to get a shot off.
Over to Battle. Linthicum fouled on the back by Heyer. That'll be the third team foul of the quarter on the Golden Gophers.
Missouri State getting some stops but are 0 for 4 in their last 4 field goal attempts, spanning almost 3 minutes now without scoring.
And a foul on the Gophers' end. McKinney gets her 4th, and that's the team's 4th.
Yeah, they really like McKinney on defense here. She has that long stretch. Hot for them in the third quarter, has not scored yet in the fourth. Never going to go wrong putting it in your senior Stokes' hands either. She's coming off these screens looking.
And a foul as Linthicum hits the floor. And now Missouri State will be in the 2-shot bonus.
And Minnesota's just finding themselves having to fight over screens. Right now they're being physical with upper body and their arms, and Missouri State's going to capitalize on that.
Second foul to Amaya Battle. And Linthicum for 2. This one would again get it back to a 7-point game, but there are just 202 seconds left now for Missouri State to figure this out.
Yeah, Minnesota in not a hurry.
Grahalski off from 3. Linthicum to the floor. The ball's tied up, and the Lady Bears get the arrow.
Missouri State hasn't won many rebounds in this rebound battle, but has had some crucial ones, as that is a huge stop. Thought that was a little early for Minnesota to get a shot off. Really want to use that time to their advantage.
You want to call this biggest possession of the game right here for Missouri State?
So far, especially in this fourth quarter, just momentum's gone a little bit. They haven't really been able to push through and sustain the momentum. See what they can do with it.
Beckemeyer for Daniels, looking into Linthicum. A lot going on in the lane. Linthicum gets fouled by Stewart. And Linthicum will shoot, but only 42% at the line this year.
Right, she just knocked down 2 in the last possession and thought that was pretty good, as the percentage isn't looking great on paper, but that is also giving 4 fouls.
Right,
to Stewart, and you got McKinney with 4, Stewart with 4. Those are players that have some great length on defense.
Sure enough, Linthicum now 4 of 6 today. Gets 1, so the Lady Bears get it to 6 points, and this is as close as they have been now for a long stretch.
Yeah, see what Minnesota does here, and you would think they want to get the ball in Battle's hand, go downhill. She does it so effortlessly when she gets there. Stokes trying to stay in front.
For Stewart from deep, and it's down for Ani Stewart.
That was a huge shot for Minnesota, and Stewart just took it without hesitating. Made 3 for 3 in the first half. Hadn't hit one yet in the second. No bigger one than there.
That is a dagger for Stewart. The miss by Daniels, and Minnesota on the board.
Again, huge backside rebound by Battle.
Under 2 to go. Gophers on the verge of getting it back to double digits. A Missouri State foul will give Minnesota the ball. That's just the first foul of the quarter. It goes to Kira Daniels.
It's going to be on the double down. Again, this is a huge shot by Stewart in the previous possession.
100 seconds left. Gophers taking care of that shot clock. McKinney. Linthicum the rebound. Missouri State's got to fire away. for Beckemeyer. Got it down. 18 for Beckemeyer. The difference is 6.
Yeah, two possession game right here. Get a stop for the Lady Bears. Minnesota, again, wants to use that time and get a good shot off.
There's a foul to Stokes.
And unfortunately for the Lady Bears, they have not fouled a lot in this quarter. That's only the second team foul. It's kind of to their disadvantage right now. Beckemeyer, huge shot for her. If they want to foul, and got to foul early, not let time go off, and then let the shot clock restart again after the foul.
Stokes fighting. Gophers recover and get a timeout. 43 seconds to play in Minnesota by 6.
I mean, are we fired up right here? This is what March Madness does. Players putting in their last minutes of their careers. Some players trying to advance their careers.
Safe to say any Minnesota score here to make it a 3-possession prospect will just about put the game away.
I mean, there's a lot that happened in March Madness, but that will be kind of a dagger for Missouri State and almost too much of a hill to climb. So this is a very crucial possession. About as big as the one before it. For Missouri State, they're going to have to get out and try to get in passing lanes, get some traps going. This is a Minnesota team that does not turn the ball over very much. Only have 7 on the game. Got to make something happen.
For McKinney, 8 to shoot. Lady Bears will play it straight up. McKinney, step in the lane, and the stop. Missouri State with Daniels. Stop and pop 3. Got it!
Now this next one is going to be more poignant on who you want to foul. We just talked about Minnesota being a great free throw shooting team coming into the game.
McKinney and Gracholski are the best 2. McKinney gets the ball, but a foul away from the ball.
And it's going to go against Bess on Higher. It's going to send Higher to the line.
Clock taken down to 25.
Which, that's very strategic, as Higher is 63% from the free throw line.
Other than, 63%. With Stewart out there as well, good shooter.
Now you're going to see some subs in here as they're going to get some players on that are better free throw shooters, and now they're putting their defense in for Minnesota. Such a chess match.
So it's Higher. And there's a 2-possession lead for the Gophers. Timeout for Beth Cunningham. And she'll get advancement.
Looks like they're going to go
full game.
A lot of players from Missouri State. They want this ball to go to right now. Daniels has the hot hand.
Ooh, just short, but online. Gophers the rebound. And we'll walk to the other end. And if 2 of these go in, that will be enough for Minnesota. Going to be Alexia Rose. 72% for the year. First trip to the line today.
And Missouri State still does have 2 timeouts remaining. Minnesota just 1.
That one is short. Timeout. 15.3 to go.
Higher almost snuck in an offensive rebound.
That could bode well for them on Thursday.
Yeah, missed opportunity to be able to host in the third round. They could get it.
Beckemeyer out to the arc, 8 seconds. There's a foul. And a couple of threes in 8 minutes.
And that's
at least 6 points, maybe too much to ask. 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's not a bad foul. You're going to be over aggressive and not allow open threes. You'd rather give a team 2 than 3. You've got the cushion to give.
7.6 officially. Paige Rocca.
The career Rocca has had in a Lady Bear jersey.
Played in 107 wins, third most all time in Lady Bear history. Timeout for Minnesota here with 7 seconds left. So it appears the Gophers are going to have just enough to...
Family ties were at Mizzou. Her sisters play there. She had aunts and uncles play there.
Gonzaga wins at Colorado. This winner plays the Bulldogs Thursday. In for Stokes. Beckemeyer. And that will do it. Minnesota wins.